It's another day on our outing on Class Online School, and we are taking economics in our class for today. In our last class, we discussed the theory of production, and we have wrapped that class up. Today we are going to see two main areas: division of labor and specialization. Our objective for this class is we're going to discuss division of labor, we're going to discuss specialization, we'll talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of both. They look similar, but we'll try to differentiate them. We'll try to explain them differently, and we'll see the difference between division of labor and specialization. Division of labor is a process of breaking down production process into smaller units that is undertaken by different persons or group of persons. That's to say that production process is broken down into smaller units, into smaller works, and different persons undertake these different work. For example, in a publishing company, there are those who are writers, there are those who are editors, there are those who are publishers, there are those who are in the printing department, there are those who are in the marketing department, there are those who are in the accounting department, there are those who are in the logistic department. Now look at it. One person is not handling all. Those involved in writing the script is different. Those involved in editing the script is different. Those involved in publishing is different. Those involved in marketing is different. So you see that it is the act of making the paper, or publishing, but there are various persons taking different process in the company, in the organization, in order to carry out the production. Now let's take garri processing, for example. There are those who will bring it from the farm. There are those who will peel it. There are those who will take it to processing. There are those who will fry it. There are those who will market it. You see, division of labor. They have divided the labor into different units so that different persons or group of persons will undertake it. That's division of labor. Division of labor is a breaking down of production process into a number of separate operations, whereby each operation is undertaken or performed by one person or a group of persons. That's just division of labor. So a group of persons or a person undertake that process. It is broken down into process, and each process is undertaken by individuals or group of persons for the production process to be complete. So that is division of labor. Then what is specialization? Let's take our next objective, specialization. Our next objective is specialization. What is specialization? We have seen what division of labor is. Specialization is the concentration of the productive efforts of an individual, a firm, or a country in a given aspect of economic activity or on a particular line of production in which it has the greatest advantage over others. Specialization is the performance of a single job in which the individual, firm, or a country has comparative advantage. What is specialization? It has to do with that which you can do better, comparative advantage, that which you know how to do best, that which you are good at, that which you can be more productive, that which you can profit more and compete better out there. So specialization has to do with, let's take it in the aspect of an individual. It is the process whereby an individual undertake a job which he or she is good at, you can do it very well. Like in a construction company. Specialization has to do with a tractor driver taking care of the tractor, driving it to achieve the organizational goal. Iron bender being in his department, doing his iron bending work very well. In the architectural graphing, those who are in that sector take that area and do it very well. So that area of your job that you are very good at, you undertake that job. That's for the individual. That which you are best at, good at. Then for a firm that can produce different products, but their comparative advantage is in a particular product. Let's take, for example, rice milling and corn milling. And you know that you are more efficient in rice milling. The company concentrates on rice milling. They make a name from rice milling. People know them for that, and they make profit from that. That is the comparative advantage for that company, the rice milling. So they concentrate all their effort and then make a name on that area. That's specialization. They are specialized on that area. Then for a country, they may have wide range of products they can go into. But then, like Nigeria, they are among the highest producing, oil producing nation. And so they concentrate majorly on oil exportation, extracting of oil. So expatriates comes and then get this oil to the oil market. So the comparative advantage they have it, though they are into farming, into mining, into coal, into different aspects of agroeconomy, but they concentrate on what? On crude, petroleum products, because that is the one they have comparative advantage over. So specialization is individual, firm, country, undertaking production that their comparative advantage is high in that area. That's specialization. So for individual, they do that job which they are good at, best at. That's specialization. We're going to take the advantages and the disadvantages. The two of them share same advantages and disadvantages. So let's go over to the advantages in our third objective. Now let's look at the advantages of both division of labor and specialization, because both share similar advantages and disadvantages. Number one, increase in production. Since different persons undertake this process, whether in division of labor or in specialization, production is always increased because different persons take each unit and so work moves faster. Each individual concentrates on a particular production process. At the end of the day, they will come up with increase in production since different persons are undertaking the production process. It's not just one person moving from one production process to another to another. No. Time saving. Each person concentrates on his own process. Once you finish your process, the other person takes over the process, the other person takes over the process. The time wasted from moving from one place to another, one process to another, then you move again to another is not there, because people are ready to undertake it from where you stop and move on. And that's the process. It moves in circular motion. It rotates round. So time is not wasted. It saves time. Development of greater skill. That thing you do on a daily basis, you become expert in it. You become specialized in it. You become good at it. If you've made mistake at the beginning, you see where your mistake is, and as the year goes by, you become more perfect. You do it better. The more you do, the more you perfect. And the more you perfect, the higher the standard. So it leads to development of greater skill. You have very good skill handling those jobs. Large-scale production. Because machineries are involved and because individuals are there that are specialized to undertake these processes, large-scale production is encouraged because they will produce more, because special hands are handling each of the process. Leads to specialization. You do something every day, you get to perfect it. Repair one kind of motor. If you are a mechanic, that repair tipper. 911. The brand of car you specialize on, the more you do it, the first year you start, the second year you start, third year, before you know, you become a guru because you know every bit of what is in there. So you are a specialized person in that area. That's how it is. So you become specialized in your area of production process. Creation of employment opportunities. You do often, so you become an expert, and then you are employed in the area you know how best to handle such process. And that skill, people look for it, and you are better fitted for that area. Less fatigue. You won't be tired moving from one process to another, to another, to another. You save your energy because you are concentrating it on one area, one key area of the production process. So we have mentioned 7. Creation of job opportunity, less fatigue, increase in production, time saving, development of greater skill, large scale production leads to specialization. Let's go to the next one, which is the disadvantage. Everything that have advantage have its own disadvantages. The last on our objective is the disadvantages. 1. Monotony or repetition. Since you are specialized, or the division of labor you have been divided, your division is to take care of a process, or you are specialized to take care of process, you keep doing needs, repetition. Sometimes people get bored on doing one thing over and over again. That's 1. Decline in craftsmanship. Because specialization and division of labor concentrate more on the use of machine, large-scale production, that craftsman kind of work, that thing you do with your hands, that skill you learn with your hands will just gradually die off because you concentrate on machine. It is machine-minded than handcrafting. Reduction in employment opportunities. Since machines will undertake these jobs, it means that what 10 people can do, or 10 persons can do, just one person can use a machine and achieve the goal. And so what about the other 9? They lose out on their employment opportunity. So it reduces employment opportunity for people, leading to unemployment rates. Then, problem of mobility of labor. Problem of mobility of labor. So labor cannot move from one production process to another. You are fixed on one production process. You cannot leave your job to learn another kind of process because you are just fixed there. You are just on that area. So you don't move on your job. You don't move from stage 1 to stage 2 to carry out the production process. So you just concentrate on the stage or the production process you are put in. Problem from increased interdependency. Since it is broken down into smaller units, once one person who handles a unit is not there, it becomes a problem for other individuals who are handling other units. Who handles that unit? It can mean that as of that day, if that individual or group of persons are not there, production process cannot be complete. So it is too dependent. Process A depends on process B depends on process C before the production is completed. So we have seen the advantages and the disadvantages. Advantages is more, though whatever have advantage has its own disadvantage. And so this is division of labor and specialization, advantages and disadvantages. Watch it over and over again until I come your way next class. We will take other areas. If you've not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we do here. Invite your friends to join our community. Thank you for being part of our